What's going on, everybody? We are back with another install on our journey to getting tuned, baby, getting our first Pro Tune. And today we're going to do the 3-inch turbo inlet. We're going to do that install. So hell, let me not waste no time, man. Let's go ahead and jump right into it, y'all. Cue the intro.
I've been zoning.
All right, y'all. So first thing we got to do here, since I got the new skid plate, is only thing we have to do instead of taking off a whole bunch of pop clips is all you got to do is take off 4 bolts, which is going to be this bolt here, this one right here, and this guy right here, and this guy right here. Yeah. So we're gonna take those off, open up us a little area to work in.
Worship.
Artlist.io.
Worship. Oh my goddess. Yeah, she the hottest. That's plain and simple. I'll bring on out your Holy Spirit if I bless the.
All right, so now let's have a look at what we got to do here. All right. So where do we need to go here? All right, so we have to take off. Shoes, we got to take off all of this stuff. We got to take off this part. We need to take this off. I might need to take this loose too. Yep, I am. So I'm gonna take the pop clips off of this, open that up, and then we'll take this here off. We'll take this tube off. Okay, so he's able to get this off. So all I gotta do now is pop that off of there and pop this off, and that'll open up this little area right here for me. So let's get that going.
Tempo, I slow it down, speed it up. Yeah, I switch the tempo. Just make sure when you bust it back, you pop it like a pimple. I know that's nasty. Ooh, you know. Ooh, I'm so excited. Your just look the bestest. Ooh, I wanna bite it. I can see it in your eyes. Don't deny it. I know you like it. I know you need that, and I'll supply it. Got that exclusive, and you should try it. The aura that I'm feeling chilling, it does something to me. I'm shooting half-court shots, I miss it, just forget you knew me. You know I need that, I can't deny it, and I would worship before I try it.
Now I'ma break it down real simple. If you go inside, she controlling your mental. Damn the sentence, flip my word upside down. Fresh Prince.
There we go. A little twist, and she comes right on off. All right, so we got the first piece out. Put that bad boy right there. So now, what do we got going on now? Oh, shoots. All right, so we got that off. At this point, I think we need to let's disconnect this right here. This AOS line. Okay, so finally got this off of there. You got to really press that on there and lift this bad boy off of there. But that's the line to the AOS, so let's move that out the way. So the only thing we have to do now is we have to disconnect this this clamp right here, right underneath the bypass valve. And what else? We need to take this hose off. And probably this right here, that way then we can get this whole little piece off. So let me work on getting that done, and we'll go from there. All right, so without that fan in the way, I still haven't figured out how to get that off of there yet. God dang it. Oh, I think I got it. No, I don't got it. Maybe I do.
Been praying to her presence ever since. She make me wanna worship. She make me wanna worship. She make me wanna worship. Her body trance. The way she dance, she got me hypnotized. I watch them hips and thighs and visualize, so ain't no big surprise that my tongue get wallet out. Now what's this all about? I took some shots, she took some shots. She standing up, I'm falling out. I hit the ground, she climbed on top and said these words to me. This different, if you taste it, you gon' worship me. These pretty see them bounce and sit up perfectly. You see my head, you spin my cent again. I did this purposely. Now you gon' pay like you weigh, just like your rent do, and pray twice a day, cause for your info, she said my body is a temple. Now I'ma break it.
This right here is 2, so that's the 2 10mm inlet bolts. Got that off. So now let's see if I can work off this bypass valve, which still has a hose connected to it as well. Let me see if I can work that one off.
I've been praying to her presence ever since. She make me wanna worship, 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 worship. She make me wanna worship, 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 worship. She make me wanna worship, 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 worship. She make me wanna worship, 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 worship. Her body is a temple. I never saw this coming, but it's happening. I hit it once and tried to quit, but now I'm back again. It's like I'm in.
Oh, looks like rocking it up and down did the trick. So this other little hose line you got connector you got on here is for the boost solenoid. So let's pop this guy off. It's not trying to cooperate with me. So this little black one goes to the boost solenoid. This is to my fan, and this plugs back up top. All right, so we got that off. All right, y'all, what's happening? It's another day and we are back. So trying to figure out what to do. All right, so let's get the actual thing ready to go here. All right, dog, here we go. So we're gonna have to loosen this guy off a little bit to get him on.
Chill in the cell from the her smell. I can tell if this hell. But I'm back into action, a slave to her satisfaction. She give it to me in rations. I take it all when it happens. Wanna break up like fractions, but way too deep in this passion. And her walls like D4L and ATL. Back to snapping, ayy. Perhaps relaxing would get me out of. Send on Instagram. Listen, fam, this ain't normal. She burning candles, they purple. Draw.
Alright, so that's in and that's in. So at this point, let me go get the boost controller. Alright, so now let's take off this boost controller. Unthread this. Alright, got him out of there, so let's put these back. So now we'll put the boost solenoid in here. Get him in there real good here. Now we got to move that down, huh? There we go. Now that we got that in there, let's tighten this on. This should be good. Yeah. Let me show y'all what I'm looking at here. Is to remove this fitting right here. A close look right here. We got to get this off, and then once we get it off, I'll show you what comes after that. Yeah. Whew. Boy, this mug was on there. Jesus. But all right. So I don't know if y'all can see. All right, let's get this little scribe right here. Inside of here, right here, there's a little clip in there, right there. That right there, you need to pull that out. So let me do that. So you can grab you some needle nose. And you pull that guy out. So once you pull this out, the connector right here that went to that valve for the sensor, you want to put it inside of here. So let me see. All right. So there you go. You want to put it in there, and once you put that in there, you want to put tape around it to protect it so it doesn't get into the elements or wet or anything. So let me I'm gonna do one better. I'm gonna tape it, put a plastic bag on it, and tape that too right there. So I got tape around it. Now I'm gonna put tape all the way around it, wrap it on there tight so nothing gets in there. All right, let me show you where I got that in. So I got some light up here. So that's where it is right there. Put him right there. Zip tied him to that. So that way then no water gets in there. And I got the little opening where it's opening it down so water doesn't get trapped up in there. If anything, it keeps it down. Gravity. Alright. So now at this point we need to put this guy on.
Stars in the circles is speaking to me non-verbal. In my head, floating bed. Am I scared? What you mean? She a demon, she a devil, she a sinner, she my queen. I'm her servant, it's perfect. We working just like what she said. I don't trust her, but lust her, and plus she like it when I beg. I'm a slave, she a master at getting me to confess whatever it is she wants before she actually says yes. A temple. Now I'ma break it down real simple. If you go inside, she controlling your.
We are on there. Not going anywhere. Alright. Don't want to go too tight on this thing. Alright, there we go. And we are on. Alright. So that's on there. So now let's go ahead and take a look at it. Now see right there. There we go. That's what we're looking like in there. See if I can get a little bit more light on it. There we go. See how smooth that is? Direct flow, no obstructions, just straight in. Now, this is meant for an FP Blue turbo. So it is slightly wider, but that's okay. We got plenty going in there. So it's ready for upgrade later on. So if I want to upgrade to an FP Blue, it'll be perfectly set up for it. It'll be the opening will be wide enough for me to do that upgrade. So that might come later on. Putting this guy on. Wait a minute, what? think it almost would have been better to put the bypass valve on here. You know, and I'll tell you what, man. Let me work out on getting this thing on here, and then I'll show y'all what I did and how I got it on there. All right. Okay. So, talk about what I just had to do here. Okay. Dang it. So, I wound up having to take the bypass valve, take the bypass valve off, and I also had to trim that fitting on the turbo inlet. I had to trim that. I had to take that much off of it, and there it is, right up there. I don't know if y'all can see any of that. At this point, I also get over here too. I also had to take that screw out to back this up so I can have a little bit more room to work with back there. So right now, we're gonna work on putting this box right here, not box yet, this tube, onto the outlet, the inlet here. Yeah, it's not a good idea. Yeah. All right. So let's work on putting him on there before we start tightening up anything.
Mental, damn the sentence. Flip my world upside down. Fresh Prince. I've been praying to her presence ever since. She make me wanna worship, 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 worship. She make me wanna worship, worship, worship. Worship, 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 worship. She make me wanna worship, 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 worship. Her body is a temple. I never saw this coming, but it's happening. I hit it once and tried to quit, but now I'm back again. It's like I'm in jail in a cell, from inhaling her smell. I can't tell if this hell. Clap, 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 clap.
All right, so right here. So now, because I'm going on to a factory air box. Okay, so right here, you see this little tab right there? This little tab right here. You only want to push that on just all the way up to that point. It's the only one in here, but this is if you put the factory little outlet has a little locking point on here. You don't want to go past that point because you'll mess around, you have a boost leak. So go all the way up to that point, put this thing right here back on. Well, so I'm gonna tighten this up, tighten this clamp up, and then next thing I have to do is put these hoses on, and then I can start tightening up all of the hose clips. So let me get that done. All right, y'all. So this is what we got. Man, looking like a freaking horror movie right now. So everything back here, I got everything back there done up. That's tight. That's tight. That's on there. And then we got our boost solenoid back on. We got it wired back in. It's kind of a tight little squeeze right there, but okay. We got our line hooked up from the boost solenoid right here. We got that hooked back up. This is tight. Our bypass valve is tight. Oh, wait a minute. We got one more here at the bottom of the boost valve. I mean the bypass valve. So we got to tighten that one. I got the connectors. Everything is done up. So once I do that, I'm gonna put the fans back in, and then so cool. But thank y'all for taking the time out to watch the video, man. Like, subscribe, hit that bell notification, and your boy will hit you up on the next video. Peace.